Did not tell y'all Fatima did not have a baby in there. Did not have a baby in there. She is turning into a creature. Because what ultrasound? What baby? There was nothing there. All of this hoopla for empty womb. Jim and Tabitha just uncoupled. Divorced already. I mean, it's not like there are many places to go in Fromville, but at least one of you can take your asses on down to Colony House. Because don't nobody have time for this. Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Tyra here with another From Review, Season 3, Episode 6. Before we get on down into Tabitha and the hot mess that is her marriage to Jim, make sure you guys drop down, subscribe to the channel, like this video, and also chime in every Tuesday night to get in on these From Lives where we have an even deeper dive with a group of people discussing the episode. Now we open this episode with Jim and Tabitha arguing, yelling, screaming at the very top of their lungs, as if those fragile children are not there to hear every single word of it. That funky veil that Fromville put over their marriage is lifting. Getting there, the main thing was just to focus on what was going on and holding on to each other. Hence the previous 2 episodes of I gotta find my wife, old Tabitha, old this. Now we're getting back to why we were even in that RV, why we were even on this last hurrah vacation, and why we wanted to divorce in the first place. These people were really unhappy. The both of them haven't properly grieved over Thomas's death, playing the blame game, who wasn't there for who and who was left to pick up the pieces and support the current kids that they still had, when we know deep down it was neither one of them. Julie has said several times, it was me, left to the vices, left to, you know, take care of Ethan, while you guys kind of wavered and did your own separate things. Like, what we're not gonna do is stand here and argue. I never wanted a From creature to tap on one of them damn windows so bad. Like somebody, we all whispering and trying to get them to open the door because they need to shut the hell up. Shut up and lay all the way down with this BS. We are not going to be having a transference of blame because the both of you love to leave them damn kids. If we don't do nothing, if we can't depend on Tabitha and Jim to do nothing else in an episode, they are going to leave those kids. Jim is feeling like, as your husband, what do you want me to do? Not support you, not be here, lean into you like all the other residents, saying that you could have did more and you wasted the opportunity. Why would I do that? Where you're not being realistic, you're being safe as usual, not dealing with the problems. Tabitha is taking out her frustrations on Jim because she feels guilty. I could have done more. I knew she was gonna do this. I knew she was gonna do this because this is very much on brand for Tabitha to internalize something that she really low-key had no control over. Both blowing immense amounts of hot air, and for what? Last time I checked, neither one of you are winning an award for best parent. Because have you checked on Julie? Julie, who is constantly over it, baby. Julie's been over it since they hopped out of that RV. But we are using weed to suppress our troubles. What's gonna happen when we run out of weed? Hey, Kenny, you want to hit it? Hey, Randall, you want? I got plenty. How much weed could you possibly have in that little pouch, Julie? What's going to happen when she is out of that? She has to really deal with the things that occurred when she was taken over. There's that. And then you have Ethan. Ethan, who has too much unsupervised idle time on his hands. And that's if and when you guys aren't flinching anytime he asks a question that has an ounce of depth. Ethan is contemplating the meaning of life and death, things ever changing, losing people, really getting more into that loss of innocence, which I think is extremely significant there. Stop giving Ethan busy work and check in with him before a separate entity checks in with him for you. Don't underestimate him. Ethan is really intuitive and he is always growing and watching and considering things. I don't want the wrong vice to get a hold of Ethan. Watch your kids. Now we have Donna this episode who isn't doing too much. She is tasked with giving Dale a proper burial because who else was gonna do it? Didn't nobody else give a damn. Nobody else cared enough, but Dale was there and started out with Donna early on. Donna is trying to be strong as usual, even in that moment, always, because you know Tabitha Jim's family always needs constant support. Tabitha, don't do this to yourself, miss. I owe it to you. You owe your children. That's it. At least you're back here with your family. This could have went so much worse. Look at Dale. Like, who is checking in on Donna? We do have her share a little hug with Tabitha, but Donna is definitely not mentally in a position to lose any more people. Dale was Dale, and as disgruntled and distasteful as he was for all 3 seasons, he was still there, one of the first people to be there with her in those trenches. And of course later on Boyd arrived, so his death does matter to her. I think we are getting on that slippery slope of eventually expecting Donna to constantly be strong, be on go, be active in action, and we're gonna have a moment here this season when she's not, and she's weak and she's broken down and stuck. But hopefully this is where we utilize Kenny. We got a little bit of Kenny this episode, and the way I feel like they've been building up Kenny and having his villain origin story with him losing both of these parents and everything he's been through there, Kenny decides to move out of the house. This isn't my mother's home anymore. Of course, we had Jim, Tabitha, and the family moved in. Things aren't, you know, where we put it, but it's just not about those things. It's about the lack of Miss Chen being there. I don't have a place here anymore. Like, I'm so scared for Kenny. I am so scared for Kenny. For him to just kind of move to Colony House, I was like, oh, things are shifting. Things are shifting and changing, just like the from and the trees. And the fact that we have Jim's family there now and Kenny moving to Colony House, that is really significant. It's, you know, played like, oh, okay, you know, I'll have a room ready for you. There's always space for you. It's like, are y'all still, you know, having those orgies there? Like, it's still like, this is really significant to me. I'm so accustomed to him kind of being Boyd's right-hand man, being the deputy to his sheriff. And it's just like, you're moving to Colony House. This means something. I'm not sure what it means yet, but it means something. Now, speaking of people moving, Randall's up. Randall is up, and the scar tissue, the red hot chili pepper of it all. The scar tissue is present on the face. It's not pretty, but we are getting closer to what we've been waiting on. The likes of Marielle, Randall, and Julie having a discussion about what happened to them and what that could mean. But the way it's happening has me really concerned. Will we have Julie like, this is how I've been coping, would you like some? Marielle, on the other hand, Randall identified with her in a way of pretending. Let's not act like everything is okay. You were there, you saw what I saw, and it's just like, well, you are the one opting to deal with things alone, be out there on the bus. You could just come here. Yeah, don't worry about Christy, or I'll handle that. Just move in here. With all of the little contingency in the from, what could really make things murky and muddy is cheating and relationships. Marielle linking up with Randall, or the likes of Tabitha linking up with Jade. Like, please don't do that. I'm just calling it because it's on my neck. It's on my neck. It wasn't like I don't know, it wasn't romanticized or anything, but it just feels like there may be an understanding there between them that of course she doesn't have with Christy because she didn't see it. And Christy is always on the up and up of trying to handle and take care of everyone and be considerate. And I'm trying to make sure you ain't relapsing, girl. Like, yeah, I need to distance from that and maybe be more identifiable with the likes of Randall. He knows what I'm going through. And then they have time to kind of be alone and bond in this space, if that's what's going to happen. So if and when whatever they went through decides to be activated by Fromville, because that's definitely going to happen, they are now in close proximity to one another to do whatever. It's not safe. Now, Henry and Victor, could Henry be any damn louder in the caves? You have one job, Henry. At this point, you acting like an op. Oh my God, is that your mom's scar? Boy, yell again. Yell again. I asked you to be quiet. Where the hell is Sarah? Like, I was expecting for this quest to be done with the likes of Sarah. But with us having Henry return and reconnect with Victor, he wants to, you know, throw around the old pigskin. Like, let's go. Victor's like, no, I have something to do. It's important. I need to find Jasper, and I need to do it on my own. You are new here. You're a liability, and I do not want you to get hurt. Like, he is sticking to him like glue. I lost you once and I'm not losing you again. We do find Jasper, but we do have a creature, a couple just down there moseying around. You know what, Victor, you keep coming down here. Eventually we're gonna make you stay. Like, we can change you at any time. Like, it felt really ominous. Like, girl, don't not Victor. Hopefully we can get some intel on what to do. We can trust them. I just need some more information on Victor. Henry is just processing the fact that you were here alone and you were surviving. Like, what? Like, this is a lot, but get us somewhere. We got Jasper. Y'all act like that was the missing link. Do we have to wait for Jasper to talk? Do we have to wait for him to say? We gotta wait for Slappy. I feel like we have to wait for Goosebump Slappy, and I'm not looking forward to it. I want some, it's my money and I need it now. I want some answers, okay? They're not gonna give us all of them because it's from, but I want something. Make it make sense, especially with Victor. I've always felt like Victor had the keys to the kingdom, and I feel like he sits on the throne. Give us something, okay? Soon. Now let's get into Boyd, Ellis, and Fatima. Fatima worked my whole nerves this damn episode. Fatima is literally acting like a child. Like, all of this, I'm trying to give a damn. I'm trying to, as usual, I am trying to give a damn about Fatima's situation. I just feel like, girl, we've been through a whole lot. Get your backbone together. All of the secrecy, and I did understand where Tabitha was coming from. I don't want anybody to know. Judging me, looking at me sideways, or maybe even being in fear of me. She's still scared of the judgment that Ellis may put on her. That's why we have yet to mention us eating Nikki's raspberry jam. We ain't say nothing about that. We were just talking about the compost. But all right, with Boyd informing them that there is an ultrasound machine available to really take a look at that baby or whatever it's supposed to be to see exactly what it is. Oh no, Fatima just grinds my gears. Like, in Ellis, and it has to be a medical explanation. Like, I understand. I understand we don't want to consider what this could be in the likes of Fromville, and they're trying to rationalize, but it's just like, I just wanted everybody to get a grip and come on. Us waiting for Fatima to make up her mind and come out the house, and oh, girl, hurry up and lay your ass on the table. All right, once we lay there, we see what we known all along. Nothing. There is nothing, because Fatima is turning into a damn creature. There was never a baby. Well, look again. Find it where? In Slappy's case, like, there's nothing here, ma'am. There is nothing here. That means all the raspberry jam, all of the rotten food, she is transitioning and changing into a creature. What are we gonna do about it now? What are we gonna do about it now? I'm hoping that they figure things out and they don't wait until it's just absolutely too late. Big Sleepy, as Ashley loves to call him, Elgin takes a picture of Fatima only to see the lady in the water appear in the photo. Then appear, she's talking more and more. The closer she gets to Elgin, the more that she's talking. Help me, Elgin. I can help you. I can save all of you and get everyone here back home. Of course, there is something distinctive about her appearing in a photo behind Fatima, of all people. There has been, you know, the narrative of this possibly being Fatima, but it's like, the way I'm tired, you know, my temple, it hurts. I'm so tired. I am so tired. If this is what that is, like, because I'm feeling like she is turning into a creature, but when we see this, you know, thing in its appearance, it looks decomposed in a sense, but is that, you know, Fatima being pop on midway through turning into a creature? Like, what is the correlation? Please, let's get it. And I don't want to hear nothing about no time travel. I don't want to hear nothing about it. I want some things to start making sense, and I want Big Sleepy to start doing some stuff. Like, I'm exhausted. Exhausted with not one single thing ever being concrete here, even if it's the smallest thing. It's like we're getting answers while at the same time getting absolutely nothing. And I'm just tired, you know. Like, oh, a big sleepy Elgin, that's Fatima's son, and that's the Lastly, leaving Boyd. Boyd in this episode is not extremely active. You can tell that he's just kind of losing his grip a little bit on anything, checking in on Kenny, who's saying, oh, everything's fine. We know damn well that Kenny is not fine. And kind of teetering around Randall, who's still having nightmares and situations like, what am I? Yeah, that's gonna come back. Boyd is bracing for the comeback while also trying to be supportive of Ellis and Fatima's situation. Jade and Tabitha to end it off. Now, Jade and Tom, yeah, ain't trying to hear nothing Tom had to say. Who says that every single thing in the from meant something? You're trying to say, yeah, I'm not trying to hear that. Jim said that there was a second bottle tree that has a second set of identical numbers. Everything means something here. You, Boyd, nobody's going to tell me anything different. Fatima made her way out of here and got to Maine somehow. When has anything good ever happened in Maine? Maine, of all places, we know that is where Stephen King characters go to die. But all right. Tabitha, after running from those pasty Akukanugi children, or whatever they are, Kooky children, a Kooky and a Kooky children, y'all know what it is. Running from them kids with their 2 strands of hair. I'm sorry. Running from those damn kids, and it's just like, oh, let's just get out of here, to eventually have a moment in the end with Jade of, should you really be running? From what I'm seeing and what has happened so far, I don't think that they are here to hurt you. We getting into the coordinates, that book, and those 3 red rocks. Tabitha, all of a sudden, oh, this was they were in my dreams as a child. Oh! Well, I want to curse so bad. Tabitha says way back when, and I don't even think these were dreams or nightmares or anything. I think she was really there. She's running around in this cloak. It looks very 18th century-esque, village-esque of whatever that community was way back there. When we're getting back, what is this, reincarnation? Is this like, Tabitha says she's seen this place before, and it's just this big revelation of what could this mean if you saw it in a dream. If you saw, I don't think it was a damn dream. I don't think it was a damn dream, and we are circling around to, please don't be any, we're circling around to a time issue, a reincarnation issue, of something like, I'm so frustrated. I am so frustrated with the narrative. Like, every single time I think we are getting somewhere in Fromville, they pull us back somewhere. So Tabitha has been here before as a young child, running through these red rocks. The way I'm about to not give a damn real soon. I don't have nothing, y'all. That's it. That is it for this episode 6, season 3 of From. Like, don't get me wrong, I love the show. I have a good time with it, but like, it's good to be this frustrated. That means I'm invested, right? Are you frustrated? If you're frustrated, drop it below and tell me how frustrated you are and why. Because was Tabitha's situation a really great revelation for you, or like an aha moment? I always thought that. Or were you just, I was like, ah! It didn't have that type of effect on me. Of course, I'm gonna keep watching, keep talking, but I would be lying if I said I wasn't like, but you guys, you know, drop down. Drop down, let me know what you thought about my review of this episode. What are you thinking about the show so far? Of course, chime in with us Tuesday nights to discuss From even further with the panel. We have a really good time there. I look forward to, you know, corresponding with y'all in those comments and getting to the meat, because I'm tired.